Can change your life with me, Reverend Lee Wolak. We're here each and every day to explore life. So let me ask you a question. Who's controlling your frequency? You're saying, what are you talking about, Lee? What do you mean my frequency? Well, think about this. Science has proven that all you are is energy. That's it. You're energy. And if you're energy, all energy has a frequency. And the frequency that we are attracts to us or repels from us. In fact, it's very difficult to be with someone who is of a different frequency. And you say, why? Why? Because it's a frequency. You can't hear something that's on AM radio on an FM channel. The same thing is true is that, let's just take the world today. If you're a person who believes in the vaccination, you can't hear what a person who doesn't believe in the vaccination believes. And vice versa. If you're a person who doesn't believe in the vaccination, you won't believe in that. That's a discussion my son and I are constantly having, because we have very different views on that. And people will say to me, well, Lee, what do you believe about that? And I say, it's real simple. Do what you believe. Find out what your frequency is, what's your belief frequency, and follow that belief. You can never go wrong following what you believe, regardless of the choice. Now, you always have the option to change your beliefs, but most people don't spend a lot of time changing their beliefs, at least in my experience. I know for me, it's a gradual thing when I'm changing beliefs, and I think that's the process. Beliefs don't change instantaneously because the beliefs are some things that have happened over a long period of time, with specific thoughts, specific words, specific feelings, and specific actions. They formulate what we're thinking, and they formulate our frequency. The question we ask is, when we come back to the frequency, are you letting anyone else turn your dial? You know, your frequency dial? Are you giving away your power and letting someone else control your dial? Well, I'm going to tell you, stop that. Because in order to be authentic, you've got to be the one that's controlling the dial. Let me say hi to Richard, Lori, Patricia, Annette, Chris, and Sheryl. Thank you for checking with me. Anyone else out there, check in. I'll give you a hello. Also, give me your comments. I'd love to chat with you about things today. So if you've got questions about anything, I would love to chat with you. There's Jean. Yeah, it was great. Last night, Jean and I went on another date. We went on a date to Deli 6 Indian. Best Indian food in Dallas-Fort Worth. Best Indian food. But we were on a date with another couple. And you know what we talked about? What juices you? What makes you feel good? Why? Because we were raising the vibration of each other. So with all that's going on in the world right now, you got to find the right people to be with to raise your vibration. You don't want to let the world news determine your frequency. Let me say hi to Sarah and Tracy Lynn. Sarah, now here's what I know about Sarah. When I made the decision to start this thing called the Agape Spiritual Center, we didn't have a place. We had no place to go. We had no idea. And I can remember going into all these different places, and we went to the Marriott at Legacy Town Center. And Sarah was the person in conference sales. And by God, we were able to come to an agreement on Agape starting there. And we were at the Marriott for 5 years. Now, Sarah left the Marriott because Sarah decided, hey, time for me to be a mom. And so she decided to have some beautiful children. But I remember Sarah with very, very great fondness because she was a part of the energy that allowed me to start this beautiful center that we've got here. Just to bring you up to date, because I get to talk about whatever I want. Starting September 19th, we will be moving our live Sunday in-person services to weekly, and we will be at the Hyatt Regency at Stonebriar Mall. The Hyatt Regency, I think, is about a year and a half old. So we're going to be going back there for anyone who's interested in that. But anyway, come back to frequency. Don't try to do business with people you don't have a vibrational match to. That's something that I always believe. I always believe meeting someone face to face, not on the phone. Because if you meet them face to face, you can feel each other's energy. And if you feel each other's energy, you'll know whether there's a possibility of a business match. And that's the same energy that Sarah says, thank you for remembering me so well. I remember you very, very well. Know exactly what you look like, know exactly what your energy was. And I haven't seen you, girl, in years and years and years. But once you tap into a person's energy, it becomes very familiar to you. You notice how you meet people? You meet people and you get along with them really well, and you go, whoa, why'd that happen? You're a frequency match. You meet people, you don't get along with them real well, you're a frequency mismatch. Now, even in relationships, so my wife and I are in our 49th year of marriage. I know, I'm too young to be married that long. I don't even look 49, at least through my eyes. There are days when we're not a frequency match, or there are hours we're not a frequency match. Guess what we do? We're not with each other. Most of the time, because we're so blunt with each other, we say, she'll look at me and say, Lee, your frequency's off today. Why don't you go meditate? Or Gino come home from work and I'll say, hey, hon, I'm reading your energy. I hope meditation's your next thing on your to-do list. And you know what? We can do that and we don't get mad. Because we understand that the intent of the other person is good. It's to raise the other's vibration. That's a really powerful thing, that if you're in relationship, the reason you're in relationship is to support, grow each other, to share, and to have fun. But the biggest reason is to support and grow each other. And you've got to find the ways that you can do that. Because if you're not supporting and growing each other, I guess the question comes for me, why are you in the relationship? Why are you wasting your time? Because your time's your most valuable asset. Do you realize that? It's the most valuable thing you own, because you've only got a little bit of time in this life and you've got to make the most of it. So you got to really choose, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you with? What people are you allowing time in? Because all of that has a bearing on your frequency. And your frequency is what attracts and repels from you. That's some really simple, but very deep stuff to practice. If you're not following me on meditation, guess what we're doing now at Agape on meditation? 7 a.m. on Zoom. Every morning, 7 a.m. We are actually doing meditations to clear the chakras, our energy centers. Every day we're picking a different chakra. So I start on Mondays and I do the root. And then by Sunday, I'm working on the crown. Tomorrow we'll be doing the crown. If you're interested, everyone's welcome to be a part of our chakra meditations. All you got to do is go to agapespiritualcenter.com, click on the calendar, and you'll find meditation at 7 a.m. Central Time. Everyone's welcome, no matter where you are, whether you come once a week, twice a week. We don't care. Because here's the thing about love. Love accepts. Did you hear that there was nothing after the word accepts? It wasn't love accepts if. It wasn't love accepts, but it wasn't love accept conditions. No, love accepts. Here's the key thing. I can accept you. Doesn't mean I have to like you. Why wouldn't I like you? You're a different frequency, which means that we don't get along. So it's not a judgment of good or bad. It's just understanding we're not a frequency match. But chances are, if you're listening to me right now and you haven't turned me off, we're a frequency match, at least in some form or fashion. Otherwise, we couldn't be together. So as you go through today, in all the situations you're in, notice what you're feeling. If you're feeling comfortable, at ease, peaceful, you're a frequency match. If you're feeling not connected, not peaceful, agitated, it's not a frequency match, and you get to choose how you deal with it. Until next time, tomorrow, we hope, know that I love and I accept you just like you are. Until then, go create the best day ever. Aloha.